Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. After watching the Kardashians Season 4 Episode 2, fans are ripping Kris Jenner. Several good discussions took place in the newest episode, but fans are making it known they don't approve of her yelling at the grandkids. Fans reacted to Kris Jenner's interaction with True Thompson and Dream Kardashian in the second episode of Season 4. Surprisingly, she was seen as mean and scary based on the treatment of her grandchildren. On Wednesday's episode of The Kardashians, Kim announced some exciting news to the family. They were gathered at Khloe Kardashian's $17 million mansion in Calabasas, Los Angeles. Uniquely, Kris Kardashian brought her martini sommelier to the casual party. Surprisingly, it was the first time for Khloe to have a martini. But her face gave away her shock that her mom's drink of choice was so stout, saying, "No wonder you are drunk all the time." After several discussions back and forth, Kim Kardashian mentioned she was traveling to be on a panel for Kevin Keith. This is a case that Kim Kardashian has been following for a while. Unfortunately, Kevin Keith's charges are for murdering 3 in February 1994 that he insists he did not kill. Undeniably, Kim Kardashian has heard his pleas of innocence and invested in the case. She was discussing raising awareness about the case by traveling to Ohio to sit on the panel. During the conversation, Little True and Dream are playing around in the background. In response, Khloe Kardashian responds to the sounds coming, also acknowledging what was going on. Tristan Thompson nodded when Khloe identified, "The kids are ready to eat." Then Kim tried to return to the subject of the update on the case, but again Khloe yelled back, "I'm coming." Kris Jenner makes a face like she is resisting saying something. But then when Kris Jenner attempted to add to the conversation, "I'm thinking maybe." But in the other room, the grandkids were extremely loud. In annoyance, Kris partially snapped a scream with authority. She said she'll be right there. When the kids responded by being quieter, Kris chuckled at the camera. Nonchalantly, Tristan points at Kris Jenner and says, "That's a good one." Kris proudly touts, "We're keeping that." While the others laughed, Khloe's face showed she didn't like that Kris yelled at the little ones. What people think about Kris Jenner's grandparenting. On X, people have shared their opinions about Kris Jenner as a grandma. One person said, "Having Kris Jenner as your grandma must be crazy." And another made their opinion clear, "Kris Jenner is a poor excuse for a grandma. I would never let her yell at me and my kids. Cut grandma out for good." What did you think about Kris Jenner snapping at the kids? Have you watched the Kardashians Season 4 up to this point? Do you wish you had your martini sommelier to follow you around? Tell us your thoughts in the comments below. During the trailer for House of Kardashian, Caitlyn Jenner appears to be a big part of the upcoming docuseries. Unfortunately, some of the edits made it seem a bit harsh toward the Kardashians. Reportedly, one topic of discussion is Caitlyn's transition. Caitlyn's transition was a very public affair, and House of Kardashian points out that the manner Kris Jenner heard was difficult. House of Kardashian upset. In the initial trailer of House of Kardashian, it is a bit skewed. The brief clip showed targeted opinions about the Kardashian-Jenner family. People ridicule Caitlyn Jenner for saying Kim Kardashian was calculated from the beginning in building her career. It was edited to look a bit savage. However, an inside source told Page 6, Caitlyn not only partook in the documentary to defend her family, but to set the record straight that Kris really had no idea, other than what Kris discussed in Vanity Fair. Based on the July 2015 issue of Vanity Fair, Kris admitted that she was aware Bruce Jenner temporarily took gender-affirming hormones in the 1980s before they met. "When I met Bruce, he told me that he had done hormones back in the early 80s. Kris Jenner told Vanity Fair, "This was a conversation that took place in the early 90s. So what he was telling me happened a decade earlier, and he never really explained it. Saying, why would you want to be married and have kids if this is what you wanted since you were a little boy? Why would you not explain this all to me?" While Caitlyn and Kris are separate, a source says that Kris is the one true love of Bruce's life. Caitlyn Jenner wants to mend the relationship with ex-wife Kris Jenner. Shockingly, the new documentary reveals Kris found out about Caitlyn's gender transition from E! Network executives. House of Kardashian will premiere on Sky in the UK next week. The series comes to the US later this year. Reportedly, the series explains that Kris did not find out the truth from her former husband, Bruce Jenner. Although the couple were married for 23 years, Kris Jenner instead had the information given to her by E! Entertainment Television. She had a close relationship with the E! executives because they have the network that aired Keeping Up with the Kardashians. Kris first found out about Bruce transitioning from E! execs, although Bruce eventually spoke to Kris, said the source. Caitlyn will always have love for Kris, and even after the divorce, which had nothing to do at all with transitioning, really has come to regret not talking with Kris personally first, the insider shared. It hurt Caitlyn to learn that Kris found out from network execs. Caitlyn Jenner's take on Kris Jenner's awareness. This will always be a subject of dispute between Kris and me as to how much she could intuit about my gender issues. She insists that she was taken by surprise by my ultimate transition to Caitlyn. Adding, I told her I dressed as a woman, and she knew I did because I did it several times in front of her after we were married. Admittedly, he and Kris Jenner don't talk much now except in a businesslike manner about the family. Additionally, I'm much closer to the Jenner side, but Kris, I don't really have any more contact with her. It's kind of sad because we went through a lot. What do you think about the way that Kris Jenner heard about the transition? Do you think she suspected it before? Are you planning to watch House of Kardashian? Don't forget to tune into the Kardashian Season 4 in the meantime. Drop us your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our channel and stay with us.